Hello, my name is Hannah Parks, and this is Masculine Honor Beliefs and Perceptions of Video Game Conduct. To start off, I want to give you guys an idea of where I got the idea for this research, and I got it from a forum on a website called Reddit called r/ragequits. On this forum, you can see videos of people doing what is in the online community referred to as trolling. And trolling is when a player displays aggressive behavior towards another online player. On the r/ragequits forum, people often call the trolls who post legends. And online, this contributes to a sense of aggression. But in the real world, the desire to retaliate against others can be seen as justified or unjustified, depending on what you believe. That's where we relate to the idea of masculine honor. Past research shows that those who heavily adhere to masculine honor beliefs are more likely to see aggression as justifiable. Given this, I hypothesize that masculine honor beliefs might have a significant impact on whether or not an individual would view in-game aggression as justifiable. So, we set up an experiment and used a 2x2 continuous between groups design. Our dependent variable was the participant's view on whether or not a player's actions in a scenario were justifiable. In our experiment, we had 96 total participants, 30 male and 66 female, and these participants were recruited via an email sent out to the Simpson College student body. Our survey was created using SurveyMonkey, and it first asked participants a question on their own gender identity. It then contained the masculine honor belief scale developed by Saucier et al., and we used this scale to assess the extent to which an individual participant displayed masculine honor beliefs. Our survey also contained one of two randomly assigned vignettes. The first one was our control, in which an online player named Ian hears a room comment being made about him during gameplay, and even though he's frustrated by that, he responds by doing nothing. In our second scenario, instead of doing nothing, Ian responds to an insult in online gameplay by destroying the other player's base and stealing his supplies. We then asked people to respond to these incidents, asking how justified they believed Ian's responses were. What we found was that there was a correlation between masculine honor beliefs and the belief that Ian was justified across conditions. But this was a negative correlation, so as masculine honor beliefs increased, the belief that Ian was justified across conditions slightly decreased. This wasn't statistically significant, however, so we ran a t-test on gender and perception of justification. Men and women appeared to view both conditions similarly, so there was no statistical difference for gender across both conditions. But when we ran a two-way ANOVA, what we found was that women were more likely than men to see Ian's actions as justified in the does nothing condition, while men were more likely than women to see Ian's actions as justified in the destroys condition. To collect more data, we ran a categorical by continuous test. And the test yielded main effects for the masculine honor belief scale that could be interpreted as a negative correlation, in which masculine honor beliefs increased and the belief that Ian's actions were justified decreased. Basically, what this means is that as masculine honor beliefs increased, the belief that Ian's actions were justified in both the destroys and in the control condition decreased, which is pretty much the opposite of what we thought we would find. So together these have some interesting implications for future research, because it appears that masculine honor beliefs actually had the opposite effect on our dependent variable as we suspected. Perhaps there is a limit to how far in-game violence can go before it's perceived as negative. What this really suggests is that more research needs to be done, because this actually contradicts past research on the subject of masculine honor beliefs and violence. So with future research, we can further explore the strange findings we got.